What's going on, Pokemon GO trainers? Welcome to episode 54 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon GO way more seriously than we do ourselves. Today is Sunday, November 11th, 2018. I'm your host, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-hosts, Adam Tuttle and Melissa Pescator. Hello, friends. How are you today? How is your week?
Hey.
How's it going, guys? It's 11:11. Make a wish.
Today Melissa was like, hey, wait, it's 11:11:11. And then she was like,
messed up all day
she
today.
goes, no, wait a second. It's 11:11:18. I was like, you only could do that a long time ago, 7 years ago. You were able to say that. Then it would be 11:11 on 11:11:11. It's a lot of fucking 11.
That is.
This one goes up to 11. We're going to turn this episode up to 11. But anyway, this podcast is powered by Patreon. Check ours out over at patreon.com/GottaWatchEmAll, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people.
It sure is.
Yeah, just that one Sawsbuck.
That one Sawbuck. Yes, correct.
It'll do it.
And I want to give a huge shout out to our show supporter tier patrons, Brittany, Jay, Jessica, Keith, Matt, M. Pitts, Terry, David, Chris, Sydney, and Bacon L. Thank you guys so very much. We appreciate your support. We really do.
Thank you.
Yo, the show is officially in the black. We are paid for by, we are truly powered by patrons. So thank you guys so very much. It means a lot. On today's show, we'll cover the Stardust Blast event that happened this past week. By the time you hear this, it'll be done, but I'm sure you reaped the rewards. I know there were some sick numbers out there, people putting some insane amounts of Stardust into their horde, which was crazy. I'm trying to hit 5 million. That's my goal right now.
I'm just trying to get like an extra 1,000 or so.
Dude, I don't know. You're dangerously low always. I can't live like that. I don't power shit up. That's why.
You got to live on the edge. I don't know if I'll be able to power up my next Pokemon or not.
Oh, man.
That's how I live.
Oh, my God.
I live a quarter mile at a time.
Catch to catch, okay, guys? Come on.
One catch to catch. Oh, Toretto. All right, Cyndiquil Community Day came and went. I was working, so I got stuck. And typically I could do pretty decent from work, and not so much this week, and we'll go over that. There's been a bunch of Gen 4 sprites found in the network traffic. And I kind of want to talk about the trickled rollout of Gen 4. It's a little bit different from the way they handled Gen 2 and 3. You know, we're seeing 1 and 2 Pokemon releases rather than waves of maybe 7 or 8. So a little bit of a different trickle rollout. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll discuss that. The Sinnoh Stone found in network traffic. This is a bizarre item. This is an item never created by any other Pokemon game. There was not an item that was created by Game Freak. This was an item created in the fan-made Pokemon project that was a Roblox plugin, a Roblox game. So this is like really bizarre that Niantic has gone this route, but we'll talk about what this could mean. Niantic did release Ingress Prime. This is the kind of morphed. It's not really a sequel. It's the same game, but they just put a completely different facelift on it. You know, big, hard update, and the game runs amazing. To celebrate that, they did some stuff in game with Pokemon Go. And then we have a ton of miscellaneous news to cover, so we're going to skip the battle party at the end of the show. All right, let's start with the start. With the battle party womp womp. Let's start with the Stardust Blast. So this is going, I think it runs through Tuesday the 13th. So again, by the time you hear this, the event will be over. But this ran over Community Day, and one of the Community Day bonuses was double Stardust. So you're getting quadruple Stardust on Community Day, plus a star piece. There was some insane opportunity to really, jack your Stardust up. And this is, Stardust has consistently been the most valuable currency in the game. Like, experience is one thing, but Stardust was really what it's all about. And Adam, we were just saying, like, you live so dangerously low. Like, let's say you were to find 100% Pokemon tomorrow. Level 20, or level 2.
It's powered up.
But that's what I'm.
Even if it was a 10 CP Cyndiquil from Community Day, that was 100%. I'd invest every ounce of Stardust.
But that's what I'm saying. You may not be able to max it out because you live so dangerously low to the edge of having nothing. Like, I don't know. Like, I have 5 million, and I got the power up of 5 Pokemon research the other day, and I was like, shit, I don't want to spend. I don't want to spend bullshit. Stardust. Like, I don't.
You got 5 million. Ken.
You literally could catch something at 10 CP and then power it up 5 times.
Yo, the reason I got that much is because I don't spend it. Yo, and then when
You open
I
up
don't
2
spend
gifts
it
and then you
either.
get the Stardust.
no, it's still.
The Stardust comes back.
And
It's
I don't even get, like, I was really pissed that I didn't get a chance to really grind on this event because I really wanted to hit 5 million. I'm gonna get there before the new year. I'll get there. But Adam, how did this event work out for you? Were you able to get some grinding in, or did you just play as usual?
Oh, it was fantastic. I had my brother with me, I had my girlfriend, and my mom with me.
Nice.
We all just hopped in the car and kind of just...
Was this for community day or?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
And we waited, and all the spawns popped up, and the first 20 minutes happened, and no shinies. Drive around, my brother gets one, girlfriend gets one, and my mom is freaking out in the back. It was probably like an hour and a half into the event by the time my mom finally got one, but like her reaction was like she just like, oh, she shook the whole car. Like,
That's hilarious.
I was like,
That
man,
must
I
have
feel
been
like
so cute to see.
it was, but I also was like, wow, I feel like I'm in the car with Melissa again. And she was like, ugh, no shiny, and then she's like, shiny, 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 no shiny. I was like, oh my god, I love you, Mom.
All right, so let's talk about the shiny check thing. And Melissa was saying this today. So we went to the mall today. The first time we've been out of the house. Melissa hasn't been feeling well. She has a demon living inside of her guts right now.
Yeah,
but
it hurts.
It's pain, lots of pain. But we're out and about playing today, and she's like, everything's a freaking shiny check. She's like, this is so much fun. And then I look at her and I go, but is it? So I kind of want to talk about this, and we were kind of vamping on this last week. But does it, like, Melissa, does it really, like, I guess for a casual player, it adds that air of excitement with every single catch. So like, and you're like, fuck you, Caterpie, but I'm like, wait, it could be shiny. You're like, no, I checked it. So like, you're definitely checking everything, but do you feel like you're catching less Pokemon now, or are you just checking it?
Yeah, I'm catching less.
I've always not caught a lot of Pokemon. So, I mean, for me, it's relative, but I definitely check more. Whereas before, I would see it and not even bother checking. I'd be like, you're fucking stupid.
Like a Murkrow, like you wouldn't even check the Murkrow.
Yeah, now I do.
She's like, I really want a shiny Murkrow. I'm like, well, you got to check those motherfuckers. And she's like, I am.
I think catching them plays a part in it too.
No, I do
Maybe
sometimes catch them. Sometimes. It depends.
Well, I
It
had the
depends
choice.
on how I'm feeling.
I had the choice today. I left my house, and at the 4-way stop, there's always 2 spawns, and I was like, I could catch this Pidgey, but I already have 2 in my inventory ready to evolve, or I could touch that Snubble, and I touched the Snubble, and it's that ghost blue color. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, you got the. All right, wait, stop.
Wait, we got to go.
Stop.
Yeah.
Full stop.
You need to go back to Cyndiquil Day
Yeah.
for Adam, because I need to know how many shinies this motherfucker got. 'Cause I'm sure it's a ridiculous amount.
Oh, so, and then I had my gacha going at one point, because I was like, because we're going in between parking lots.
Cheater.
No, seriously, the mall, and then like driving. There's like a 5-minute window where you're not hitting any stops. It's just kind of like you're driving through like houses, but you're going fast enough where it's like you can't catch anything, or you can't be looking at your phone. It's just like it's a small road. So I let my gacha catch for me, and I caught probably 3 just by doing that. Like I'm just looking at my phone because it kept telling me that I was catching stuff. So I was like deleting a Pokemon but seeing a shiny, and then deleting another Pokemon and then seeing a shiny, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
But in total, at the end, I got 18 shiny.
What?
That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
All right, cool. You could trade.
That's
me.
what I'm saying. You have to come here for at least 3 days and trade. So now look.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a vacation. I'll be like, okay, so on the first day of hang out with Ken and Melissa,
exactly.
I gave to them a Torkoal, or no, y'all have Torkoals.
You'd be like trying to go home and be like, you can't leave till 12:01 a.m. I was like, we need to get one more trade in, but no,
which I'm fine with.
No,
I'd rather drive in.
So I've experienced plenty of community days from my job, and I always do okay. I at least get my 3, and I'm happy with that. So I saw plenty of Cyndiquil. I checked over 70 Cyndiquil. I caught like 45 of them, not a single shiny. And this was over the course of the 3 hours. I had incense running. I was trying to be a little bit more mobile than I usually am at work, but I saw plenty of Cyndiquil, not a single shiny, man. I was pretty, like, I don't know. At the end of the event, I was demoralized. I was like, man, this is the first time this has ever happened. I feel real shitty about the whole situation. I was like, damn, I'm going to have to resort to trading. It was just like, I don't know. It was the first time that happened, and I really, really felt the burn. I was like, damn, this is like, I almost wish I was like flying in a plane and I couldn't play at all. Like, I was like, I felt like I wasted so much time and energy then for nothing. I was like, fuck you, Cyndiquil.
Well, I was laid out on my couch, so from my couch I saw like 7, and none were shiny.
The rates that Sylph Road put together from people sending in data was typically 1 in 22 or 23. So the rates were as usual, but man, the RNG just did not fall into my favor this community day. But
at 2 points, I hit them back to back.
Wow.
It was shiny, tap again, shiny. Shiny, tap again, shiny.
Wow.
Twice in one day?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
And now tell me about this shiny Snubble.
And that was it. I touched the Snubble and I was like freaking out. Like I had to pull off. There's no like area to pull off, so I just kind of like was against the sidewalk. But I was just like, I gotta catch this. I can't move. I was like hyper focused.
So
it had like 700 and something CP. I was like, oh my god, it could be
so,
good.
So Adam posts like a screen recording of him scrolling through like his shiny list into the Discord, and Shermanator goes, "Yeah, he can't fucking ever complain about shinies ever again. Like fuck that." It's so funny.
And then I got to work and I traded for my shade ninjas, and I got lucky. I got a lucky Shedinja.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how to say the name. Shade Ninja sounds better.
Shade Ninja?
Shedinja. Shedinja.
So I have still not received the Ninkata quest. Like, people are...
I can't find it.
They're I have exceptionally active Discords across the two regions, my old area and my new area, and not one Ninkata quest has popped up. So, like, people are getting desperate now. And it's I kind of like it. I like that it's hard to get, but you got to think about it. Like, once you finally do get it, you need the candies. You need you know what I mean? It's going to be like either you're going to have to invest rare candy. Maybe you'll get four Shedinjas with Pineapps, so you're going to have some there. But like, I don't know. I kind of like that it's been a bit of a chase, but I have not seen one Ninkata quest at all. Terry Wolf said the same thing. He said in his town, there just hasn't been one. And he goes in, and obviously he's actively pursuing it, and it's just MIA. So if you have a Ninkata, let us know. Tag us in a photo or something, because I haven't seen shit. And I want that. Need that.
I want it too. I've only seen one called out in my Facebook group, but nobody's... Like, it was just at a point where I couldn't get to it.
So while we're on the Stardust kind of thing here, I'll post this the link in the description. But there was one guy who caught a Chimecho. Now Chimecho in the wild is 1,000 base Stardust for whatever reason, right? So he hits his first catch of the day, the streak bonus, throws a great throw, curveball first throw, it doesn't affect Stardust. From one single catch, he brought home 25,500 Stardust from one catch.
Wow.
It's so crazy. Awesome. I think that's the highest I've ever, definitely the highest I've ever seen anyone post. So if anyone's seen any better, let us know. But can you imagine 25,500 from one catch? That's so freaking awesome. Wild Chimecho to begin with is awesome. Yeah, that's a serious payday. Now, before we jump off of Cyndiquil Community Day, it was probably 2 or 3 minutes after it ended on the East Coast when reports started coming out that if you evolved a Metagross into a Metagross just after the Community Day window ended, it would have Meteor Mash. It would learn Meteor Mash. So, I immediately went to one of my Beldums, evolved it twice. Sure as shit, I got the Meteor Mash. So, and then I think they fixed it like 10 minutes after or something like that. This was very similar to the whole. What was the last one where this happened? Something happened where you can get the Mewtwo, where you could learn Shadow Ball again. When it became a Tier 5 raid boss. So I guess because of this hour extension after Community Day to evolve and get the move, that the Meteor Mash code was still in there or something like that. But I thought that was pretty funny, and I was able to get another one, so I was pretty happy. So can't complain.
See, I just wish they would give us that that HM or that Community Day TM.
Yeah. No, I think the HM would be, even though they removed HMs from probably the main series now, definitely in Let's Go, and maybe forever, but
or a CD. Just call it a CD and then have it as a CD.
The Community Day CD. I see what you did there. No, that'd be cool. I saw a really cool idea online coming up to the 1-year anniversary of Community Day. Did you see this thing? Someone posted, like, how about for the anniversary of Community Day, they bring back shinies of all the Community Day Pokemon.
All the Community Days.
Like, and just have those Pokemon spawning like fucking crazy, and you can catch any combination of all of them. I thought that was awesome. Can you imagine? That'd be so cool, like seeing like Dratini side by side with, Mareep, and Bulbasaur and all that. That'd be so cool. I need Pikachus, man. Like that first Community Day, it was like the event wasn't really on the radar, and like I was at work and I caught one Pikachu. So it's just like I need some Pikachus in my life, some shinies.
I want some more Eevees.
Yeah, I traded Melissa not my last shiny Eevee, but my last personal shiny, because I did a lot of trading Eevee for Eevees, just trying to get lucky. So, but I had the last one that I was able to trade away, I traded to Melissa because she's still working on her Celebi quest. Mm-hmm. So she's got to evolve Umbreon next. So,
and I'm really sad that I had to cash in my.
Oh yeah, so the stacked reward thing, where if you had stacked encounters, Niantic said you had to catch your stuff. Now we're hearing reports that you may be able to have up to 100 stacked encounters. I don't know if that's true.
I'll fucking kill you. I swear to God. If you made me catch Mew and I didn't have to, I swear to God, I'm going to never forgive you ever again.
She caught it in the basement.
I'm going to be... You don't understand. I've been holding on to this Pokemon for so long, and Ken tells me last night...
I was just like, they said you got to catch your stacked research encounters. I was just like, you may want to catch Mew right now.
And so I almost literally sat there and almost cried catching Mew in my shitty basement because I've been holding on to it because I wanted to take a picture of it in front of fucking Magic Kingdom. And that's really what I was going to do.
By then, the Pokemon Playground will be out, where you can actually drop your Pokemon into the world and take AR photos. So don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah, hopefully they make that. Hopefully that's actually real.
Let's come off of Community Day here and talk about the latest data dump that Trowels kind of uncovered in the network traffic. A whole bunch of sprites were kind of released. Mismagius, Krogunk, Lumenion, Mantike, Sniver, Dusknoir, and Buziel. Now, all this stuff was seen, and this was probably 4 or 5 days ago now, but then Weasel, however the hell you want to say it, was released in the wild and as a Tier 1 raid boss, and Floatzel, obviously, its evolution is available too. This might be like just kind of them tipping their hat of, these are going to be the next Pokemon that are going to be available to us. And, Buizel or whatever is the first one in the list that became available. But this could be this trickle theory, this thing where like, all right, we're gonna give you one over here and one or two over here, and not give you these waves by type or any kind of like different theme or something like that. Like, what do you guys think of this release? Like, do you like it when you get one or two, or would you rather have like a bigger chunk come out at one time?
I like one or two, so now I know that I'm on a hunt. Like, I still need to find more Shinx because I can't evolve into Luxio yet. I've seen one Weasel, but that was literally 3 minutes left on the clock and 3 minutes left before Community Day starts, and it was like, what do? I need it, but I'd rather have max time with catching Cyndiquil. So I naturally went with the Cyndiquil.
Well, with 18 shiny, you probably could have taken a little bit of a got the Dex entry or something. But
I did take a break. I did a Sharpedo. Added the X-ray.
I was gonna say. I was gonna like. What? Why would Sharpedo?
Why Sharpedo?
Don't judge me.
And then 5K eggs, you can get Badoo, Baby Roselia. So that's another one. So, and they kind of shook up the egg pool and. I have this in the miscellaneous notes at the end of the show, but we can talk about it now. Where in the 7K eggs, 4 of the babies are now, in that hatch pool, and they could be shiny. So it's Pichu, Why Not, Magby, and Togepi. So all those could be shiny. They're all in the 7K pool. Now, I'm watching Trainer Tips the other day, right? And he's like, don't worry, guys. It seems that these things are spawning or, hatching at a much higher rate than the regionals. Like, you're pretty much going to get a baby from these, right? So I go, great. Let me collect my gifts. I had 8 7K eggs cooking all at once. I hatch them all. The first one, Magby. Not shiny, but I get a baby, Magby. I'm like, all right, awesome, cool. The next 7, fucking Alolan Pokemon. I was like, you motherfucker. I was so mad. I was like, that freaking sucks. And I've hatched like 6 or 7 since. And I got a Togepi, but the rest have been freaking Alolan. So, that it makes it hard to do that because I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the risk is worth the reward of like not hatching 10Ks or regular 5Ks that could be, dex entries or something like that. But I don't know. Do you guys? How do you guys feel about 7Ks? It's too long. I don't know. I just don't like them.
It's too long.
Even with the super incubator, it still feels like. Well, I guess with Adventure Sync, that helps a lot. Oh, and I'm so fucking mad.
It does help a lot.
Listen to this. So I don't know what took over me today, but I did like 6 hours of yard work today, like hard ass yard work. And I'm like, yo, this is going to be great. I'm put on music, listen to some music. And my Adventure Sync is going to, I'm going to get progress for, all this shit. I'm going back and forth, mowing the fucking, blowing the leaves and all this shit. So I come inside after all this work, right? I turn on my phone. I had the fucking game running in the background. I didn't have it shut. So Adventure Sync didn't pick up on shit.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so mad. I probably walked like 3 fucking miles just in my front and backyard, just.
Yeah, you were out there for hours today.
Yeah, I can't move. I'm hurting for certain. All right, but yeah, so we got Boozle, Boizel, I don't know how you want to say it, and Floatzel. Haven't seen those yet, and Badoo. So that, the Sinnoh roster is growing, but maybe they're just going to do it one at a time. Maybe we'll see like Miscellaneous or something like that next. I don't know.
Well, I think if we see Miscellaneous, we're going to get Dusknoir as well, because they both have to evolve.
You know what? Let's jump over. I was going to talk about Ingress right now, but let's jump down to the Sinnoh Stone. So Trowels, of course, Trowels picks up on the Sinnoh Stone in the network traffic. Now, this is the description that the Cinna Stone is tagged with in the code. It says, quote, a special stone originally found in the Sinnoh region that can make certain species of Pokemon evolve. It is very tough and has a beautiful sheen. Now, this item does not exist in any other official Pokemon game out there. This item was created in the fan-made Pokemon project in Roblox. And Adam, I don't know if you know anything about Roblox.
I do not know anything about Roblox.
Oh my god. So Melissa and our son Josh is fucking obsessed with Roblox, and it makes me feel like an old man because I guess I just don't get it. I'm just like I just look at it and I'm like, I have a chemical reaction and I want to take a sledgehammer to the TV. Like I can't.
That's how I feel about what's that other Pokemon game that you play where they look like complete
Quest?
squares?
Yeah, Melissa can't stand Quest.
Yes, so that I can't.
But Roblox is. It's just bizarre. But anyway, this thing was created in this fan-made game. Now, recently, there was like a huge purge of all the Pokemon games and stuff that was on Roblox. Like, I guess there was like Nintendo came through and Game Freak came through and just like put the kibosh on all that because, they would just rip the sounds and the graphical assets and just plug them into Roblox. But the Sinnoh Stone. So this could potentially be a single evolution item that will evolve all of our Gen 1 through 3 Pokemon that evolve in Gen 4. So rather than have like a special condition to evolve Leafeon or Glaceon, like you have to be by a certain, piece of nature or buy buy some ice to evolve into Glaceon, or to have, special stones that we've seen before for something like, Rhyperior or, Tangrowth. This could be one stone for all of the, one stone to rule them all, essentially. And if that's the case, this could be an exceptionally high demand item, because if they just mix it in with the 7-day streak pool of getting an evolution item with your 7-day spin Pokestop, this could take 20 weeks to complete this list of Pokemon that evolve, because there's 22 of them or something. So now the ones that we've been talking about as the kind of standouts here are the Magmortar, obviously Leafeon and Glaceon, Rhyperior is supposed to be good. Togekiss is in there. And
I have 100% Eevee and Rhydon. So, like,
wow,
I can't wait till all those.
That's going to be nice. That's going to be awesome. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of naming convention for Leafeon, Glaceon too, but Probopass is a funny one as well. Mamoswine is supposed to be pretty awesome as a tank as well. So there's a bunch of good ones in here. Weavile is supposed to be awesome. I actually think this would be really cool because this kind of plays, in my opinion, it plays off of the same kind of thing like Meltan, where you have something being announced and released in creation from Pokemon through Pokemon Go. It breaks the normal, way they would do it with the official main series games. We're not a spin-off. It's just like this weird thing that adds a significant amount of credibility to Pokemon Go. So now you have the Sinnoh Stone, something being created completely, either they could say it's influenced by the Roblox thing or whatever you want to call it, but this could be a new item introduced into the canon of Pokemon through Pokemon Go. I think that's exciting. That's cool that's, this could be an opportunity for Niantic to really put in their stamp and an influence on how Pokemon works in the canon, the grand scheme of things. How do you guys feel about this? I mean, do you think is it annoying to have to worry about another evolution item, or would you rather have like a chase?
No, this has so many options though.
Yeah,
it has so many options where upgrade is for one Pokemon.
What do you do first?
Exactly.
Which one would you do first?
Rhyperior.
I think I got to go for the Eevees. I think I got just for.
I think I would have to go for the Togekiss.
Togekiss is weird looking too. It's funky. There's a lot of good ones here. I mean, Magmortar and Electivire. Licky. Oh, and Frostlass, Melissa.
guys, get a room.
She's in the other room. Yeah,
I know you're in separate rooms, but get a room.
Melissa's got a shiny Snorunt, so that's going to be a nice Frostlass.
I do.
Probopass just reminds me of Mario, so it's this funny looking mustache. I don't know. I think this is pretty cool. I think that, maybe from gifts, if they could tuck it into gifts, maybe, and, put it into the mix with 7K.
Well, we already get those kind of items.
No, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Like, if they put it in there and from the 7-day, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. But I kind of like that they're simplifying this whole thing, and, rather than have to be like the dragon scale, like, all right, I can get my Kingdra, Pokemon.
One specific thing for one Pokemon.
Yeah, this has so much more value.
Because I'm holding on to now I can get rid of all these other crap that I'm holding on to.
For so long, I didn't want to delete any of my evolution items, and I was just like, oh my god, I have to. Dude, I'm at the point, I said it to Melissa the other day, I go, I might have to start transferring legendary Pokemon.
So that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Right? No, and I'm in that same boat where I'm like, what do I get rid of right now? I just got 18 Cyndiquil Shinies. I'm not getting rid of them, but that's almost 20 spaces in my box.
But because you guys are hoarders, you are I
can get rid of 70
hoarders.
Legendaries right now, and it wouldn't matter. Like, I have 70 shitty Legendaries, and I was like, you know what? I might as well trade them legendary for legendary to someone or whatever. I'll end up getting a bunch of candy because you get candy back, when you make the trade. So I think I'm just going to have to do it because 70 spaces it would mean so much to me right now. I'm so tired of having to play the transfer tango of just back and forth, catching Pokemon, transferring, catching. It's so fucking annoying. I can't take it. Annoying, doorman.
Annoying.
So annoying. All right, I want to jump back to Ingress Prime here. So now I play Ingress randomly. Haven't played in a while. But I definitely downloaded Ingress Prime. And holy shit, this game looks freaking amazing now. They put a completely new skin on it. It runs very smooth, and it just looks completely different. Same functionality, but just looks different. But they're going to be adding all these new kind of real-life events to where they had in the past, but they're going to get more involved, and it's supposed to tell this much stronger narrative. And I think it just looks really cool. In 2019, there's an animated series coming out on Netflix based in Ingress. So that's huge. Ingress, compared to Pokemon Go, is like a small, where Pokemon Go was downloaded, 800 million times. Ingress was only downloaded 20 million times. But that being said, it's still a big game in its own right. But it's in its old form, it didn't have a lot of eye candy. So if people downloaded it, like Pogo players would download it and be like, what the hell is this? This is, you don't have a player icon. You're just an arrow, so it's like people got turned off from it. I think with this new look, it'll kind of get some new players going. But to celebrate in Pokemon Go, they released 3 new avatar t-shirts, which are free, which is cool. And then they released Shiny Cubone and Ponyta. And Adam, why don't you tell us how this has gone for you with Shiny Cubone and Ponyta?
So I opened up the app a half hour into it, and I was like, oh, shoot, that's live. And I tapped the first Cubone, and it was green. I was like, what?
What the fuck?
So I'm like, all right.
Oh, my God, dude.
And then I continued to catch stuff and whatnot. Played all day, all night, basically. And it was just like one Ponyta, another Ponyta, another Ponyta, another Ponyta, another Ponyta. So it was, I caught 5 Ponytas that were blue. And yeah.
I'm telling you, it's, yo.
You've got issues, bro. You've got
and I was going through my mom's stuff, and I'm like, you're sitting on 100% Ponyta from 2017. Wow. Are you serious right now? I was like, evolve that and power it all the way up.
Oh. But yeah, so I of course, I didn't get a single Cubone or Ponyta, and I freaking checked a billion of them.
You just gotta catch them.
No, I try to catch as well as when I can. I actually need new Go Plus batteries. I have 2 Go Pluses, and when my first one died, Melissa's like, "Why don't you just use the other one?" I'm like, "Great idea." Now that one's dead too, so I gotta get some batteries. But I just found out. I'm very excited about this. So I work for Volkswagen. Volkswagen key fobs, the car keys, use the same battery as Go Plus. I just learned this the other day. so I'm about to buy like a shit ton because I get them at cost, so I'm about to buy like a whole fucking ream of batteries, and I've got a little Go Plus toolkit in my car. All right, and before we go, I want to mention a couple of bits of miscellaneous news here. The Taiwanese Safari Zone, it brought 1 million trainers went to that Safari Zone, which is freaking nuts, and they caught over 45 million Pokemon over the course of the Safari Zone.
45 million gazillion Pokemon?
Crazy. That's totally nuts. It makes you think, like, when they do Go Fest and you're like, how big it is, and it's like, all right, this is 20,000 people. It's like fucking Woodstock on the other side of the planet with these events. It's crazy. Gotta go. We should be getting our first Detective Pikachu trailer pretty soon. I'm pretty excited about that to hear Ryan Reynolds. It's Ryan Reynolds' Pikachu. Come on. I think it's gonna be weird, and I'm very excited about it. And
no, Pikachu should not say anything other than Pikachu. That's all I'm saying.
Right, if it's Ryan Reynolds, he's got to pass. My man crush.
I love him too.
He's got nice hips. Pokemon Let's Go comes out this week, the 16th. So pretty much by the time this podcast comes out, Let's Go will be out. So hopefully you're catching fucking Meltan already, because that's going to change the dynamic of the game. I'm looking forward to seeing where they place this in the Pokedex when you catch Meltan and Melmetal. Like, are they part of Alolan Pokedex? Are they Gen 7? What's their Pokedex number? I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. But we're going to find out in 6 days. So here we go. And the stats for Meltan and Melmetal have leaked. This was kind of posted online. And again, I try not to give too much to the leaks unless it's Trowels, because he's just proven. But a level 40 100% Melmetal will have 3,573 CP and 226 attack. So it's not necessarily going to be that formidable of an attacker, but it will have some beef to it. We don't know what moveset it's going to have. That's really going to dictate if it's going to be relevant in the meta at all, depending on what moves it gets. But pretty much the masses will have, there's going to be a lot of Melmetals out there pretty soon, because I'd imagine that's going to be the plight of many of these Pogo players that are getting switches and getting Let's Go, is to see how quick they could turn out, the Meltan and the Melmetal. So I'm excited for that. Details on how to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Let's Go have come out. I guess there was a Japanese it looks like almost like a tutorial website that shows the screens of how to transfer Pokemon back and forth and how to connect the game. You get like a little switch icon in the inventory screen of Pokemon Go, so I guess you can click that and then click off what Pokemon you want to transfer. I don't know if you can mass transfer, but it's all in Japanese. But I mean, it looks fairly simple, the interface on how to do it. So that's, again, by the next episode we're gonna have Let's Go, so I can't wait for that. There are transfer restrictions. You cannot transfer special event Pokemon that have unique hats. So any of the Pikachu with hats, Squirtle with sunglasses, that stuff, stuff can't transfer over, and you can't transfer Mew. So you can't transfer Mew, and you can't transfer any of the special stuff.
What about Alolan?
Alolan you can. They confirm that. Yes. And also, if you get the Pokeball Plus, that comes with Mew. So you can't transfer Mew from Pokemon Go. You can't catch Mew in Let's Go. The only way to get it is behind the paywall of the fucking Pokeball Plus. And finally, let's check in with our Go Ranger app.
What's up, everybody? It is Go Ranger Matt, and this is the Go Ranger Check-In.
All right, so the important dates to remember here are the Stardust Blast, like I said, is going to be pretty much wrapping up as this episode comes out. There will be a Nest Migration happening next week on the 14th. Nest Migration number 69, giggity. We've been talking about that for a while. Now, Giratina's here for another 8 days. Now, we were kind of talking that we were going to... Yeah, Melissa still does not have a Giratina. She's on Slack mode.
Yeah.
We talked that Giratina was here for, a full month, that we were expecting something to kind of interrupt it. And I guess Gengar Day did that, but that was only for 3 hours. I was expecting them to throw Groudon in for a week or something like that. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we've got another,
Yeah, as soon as I saw Ponyta and Cubone, I was like, it's coming.
Yeah, I was shocked. But so final week of Giratina, so get out there and take it out in this form. So, maybe we'll even get the next form of Giratina after this, I don't know. Maybe they'll switch it up. And then Shedinja available through the end of the month. Keep an eye on that. Same thing with the Ninkata Field Research and Spinda number 7. Goes to the end of the month. Oh, still no shiny Shinx or Caterpie. Melissa and I have been finding some Shinx raids. That's something we have been doing. But no shinies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no shiny Shinx for me.
Well, we were talking about this, like how cool level 1 raids have become. Because it's like one person could do it, and it's like a shot at a shiny. It's like... It gives you a little bit more incentive to do level 1. Like, all right, let's just stop and do this, Duskull real quick or something like that.
Yeah, like even if you don't have time, that's usually the issue.
Yeah, exactly. For me, like the level 1s, it's like I know I can beat it really fast, so I could just stop and
pop. Exactly.
You're almost like, why is there even a timer? I just want to attack it right now.
When we went in on the Shinx, I think it was like 8 seconds or something like that, and it was done. It was just like, all right, we can go home now, because it was at the one right by our house. We just like drove over, parked, pulled over, started the raid, drove right back home. It was like, all right, that was quick. That was easy.
I caught a Snorlax in the wild the other day.
What?
On Thursday. I was so excited. Yes. I was so happy. I was taking Josh on a camping trip. And as we were leaving the house, it was on the radar. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And I was so upset because as I started driving, it fled. And Josh was like, just go, Mom. You can make it anyway. Go. And I went, and it actually spawned. I was so happy.
I haven't seen Snorlax in the wild in a long time.
I've only seen him once. One other time in the wild.
Oh, that's so cool then. Yeah.
My
your
first
one. I
one.
remember when you caught it at the ShopRite parking lot. You called me. I was just like, damn, fucking Snorlax. That was early on, too. It was like if you got a rare Pokemon, it was like a rare Pokemon. It was cool.
That was when putting Snorlax in a gym was actually cool.
Remember that? You could have a gym with 10 Blissies and 10 Snorlax in it. Man, gyms.
I don't want to think about that.
Way. All right, everyone. That's going to wrap up today's show. Thank you so much for listening. Please email us, info@luredup.com. Check out luredup.com for everything that we're doing. We are at Gotta Watch 'Em All pretty much everywhere on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. So check us out, connect with us. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube as well. Leave us a review in iTunes. We would greatly appreciate it. That's pretty much it. You guys got anything else?
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
No, I just
Adam's gonna do the poker rap soon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you guys want it. You just want it raw and like
rough, rugged, and raw. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. We'll see you guys.
All right, no music or anything. I'll just be like, and you guys have to deal with it. So.
Well, I'll send you back at music.
All right, bye guys.